All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fly for Your Die, the Starfinder adventure path. We are in session 5, and for a recap, we have the glorious notes of one science officer.
Science officer's
Sorry.
log supplemental. There will be no official science officer's log today because I almost died.
Understandably so. As we move forward, the four of you had done business with the Rossroar market, taking pity on them in their situation, and deciding to solve their problems for them by heading straight to Ichihara Imports. This left you all dazed and incredibly hurt. Now, we can go back to this intimidation attempt.
I see that we have no walls anymore.
You had no walls last time as well.
Did we not? I thought we were still on that jank map. Not jank map. I thought we were still on the BD-15 map. It's been a hot minute.
We've always been on this map. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm grabbing her by the ankles and shaking out her lunch money.
Right, okay.
My notes do say that you called that you were going to be sitting on her, not to be that person, but I was kind of looking forward to that.
Well, I am going to sit on her, but I want to, shake out the lunch money first.
Okay, that's fair.
I have her in a bear hug, and so I'm going to flip her upside down in the bear hug, shake out the lunch money, and then sit on her.
Okay, I like this.
You'll do that. I mean, she's a non-combatant. You backed her up to the edge of the office, and actually, I don't think you did that. I think if I remember last time, you pushed open the door and just grabbed her immediately.
Yep. Yeah, that did happen.
Terrifying having this goob.
Yep. Roaring in your face. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Spoog is gonna go and collect Toad, and is really in his own head about the situation that you guys are in. Orion and Soriall, I of course leave that to you. Soriall, it looks like you are not present with us.
I am down.
So yeah, Orion, it is up to you. Big Bear, I don't know why I don't put the nameplate on. Might as well. Make things easy. You take Ainsley, and you've got your your uplifted maw right at her face.
Mm-hmm.
And she is just pushed back against the desk. Part of her her shirt held aloft in your quite large paws, and she's just watching this go down, and then you grab her and you spin her upside down, and she feels her weight shift to her ankle very suddenly. It is very swift, and you're vertikalischen rotierende Ainsley. There. German meme inclusion.
What just happened?
vertically rotating Ainsley. I don't know. That's a meme apparently. The vertical and horizontally rotating thing.
I know this one.
But yes, Ainsley is upside down, and I guess what do you do with her at this point?
I'm shaking her. I
You're
want, I
shaking
want,
her.
I
Okay.
want her pockets to be emptied.
You are literally actually shaking her.
Yes,
Got it.
I'm being a school ground bully. I'm shaking out her lunch money.
That's funny. Okay.
Lunch money, whatever contracts she got saying to, screw us over. She's got any of those apples still in her pocket that she was munching on when we first met her. I'm shaking her for everything she's got.
Ryan is not so quietly laughing at this.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well-
definitely not quiet. Despite there being walls and a door between us, it's definitely not quiet.
Oh, certainly not. So I mean, yeah, you shake her. What's your strength score?
It is good, great, even. I have a total of 18 for a mod of 4.
Okay, just checking. That's more than enough to have this activity done. Um, she like holds on to tries to hold on to different parts of her clothing from falling off, like her hat and the bottom of her shirt, or I guess her jacket. But yeah, a few pens fall out of her pockets, and maybe a crumpled up like receipt. Um, yeah. The pad that she would have been using is currently on the desk. And she is, God, she's just trying to get through this, honestly.
I mean, I think when you're being mauled by a bear, I think your only thought really is, God, please let me get through this. So that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Does the receipt in her pocket show that she's been standing Clint sure shots and drinks? Because that will make Soriall come completely out of her body.
Uh, you'll have to figure that out later if anyone grabs a receipt.
Okay.
Sorial's down, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm busy shaking a person, so it's up to...
Yeah.
Yep. I know.
Yeah.
Priorities.
There's not
I
much
get
I
it.
can even do about that.
Considering where you are on point total, I think you can... Oh, God. I'm pretty sure you could stabilize by spending your last resolve.
To me?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't remember if you are stabilized.
I am not, according to my notes.
Okay, so yeah, you would have to stabilize or you would start taking damage, and considering you only have one resolve, it's
Mhm.
kind of the only thing you can do unless
Okay.
Orion like heals you right now.
Okay, so I will do that. So what gets something back?
Uh First unconscious action is to stabilize.
Okay.
Second unconscious action is to gain a hit point.
Okay.
So you're at 0 for everything, but you're stable.
Okay.
And I don't exactly know how that works, but I'm pretty sure that's okay. I think you have to take damage like at 0 or something.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
No longer bleeding out.
Mm-hmm. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, when I've shaken her for all she's got, I'm gonna, grab her, put her on the floor, and the weight of a bear gets sat on.
Yeah. Okay.
And just, I don't know if I've written it anywhere, but for purposes, and I'll look this up real quick. Just for fun. Adult male Kodiak bears generally weigh between 600 to 1,400 pounds.
So she's dead then.
Females
can
are only
temper-
400 to 700.
He
But
can
that's not me.
temper his weight, his pressure, should he so desire.
I'm going to... Okay, how mean do I want to be?
I don't know. What are the consequences you wish to face?
The consequences of my actions might just be my fellow players look at me in a bad light. Where do we stand on... This is such an amazing question to ask in Session 5. As a group, where do we stand on gaining information through violence?
Big Bear, that is for you to decide. I am trying to figure out how to put Soriall into the cart safely. Did we bring a vehicle? We brought a vehicle, right?
Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah.
The
Ryan
trailer
trying to
is parked.
slowly, gently move Soriall with the help of our goblinoid friend. So you are alone in there with your captive.
Don't leave me alone in here with my thoughts and actions. That's not good for anyone.
You shouldn't have walked in there alone with your thoughts and actions.
It's a fair point, man. That is a fair point. Can I just okay? While Orion's bringing Soriall back to our hovercraft cart, truck, I'll just grab. I'll flip her. I'll re-rotate her. I'm just rotating a human being. And I'll like take her by the scruff, put her against the wall, and be like, if you don't want things to get worse, you should tell me everything now. Where do you have your stuff hidden? Where's all your money? And every single detail about who told you to screw us.
So, first, how did that go down? You put her on the floor.
I'm retconning. I'm going back.
Okay.
If I put her on the floor, things were gonna get a bit messy. I'm not putting her on the floor. I'm putting her into a choke slam up against the wall.
Okay. So you've unrotated her, and that's where we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I said I'm just rotating a human being at this point. I'm just... Where's that torture method? Just constant rotation.
It's called the St. Catherine's wheel. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
If you need questions in order, it would be, where are your contracts? Where's all your money? Who told you to screw us? What are all the details?
Right. Okay.
With an or else attached to it, of course.
Of course.
face.
Okay. Okay. So you come in and you push her back to the desk and roar in her face. Then rip her ankle off of the floor and shake her around upside down. And she's just trying to maintain composure. Um, you flip her the other way, standing her upright again, then push her against a side wall. Um, straight up. As as her back hits as her back hits the wall, she just calls out, Grandmother's tail, what is wrong with you? And then you get to your questions, of course. Um, you can make me intimidation check.
Any bonuses for the rotations?
uh,
And the whole act of literally everything I just did to this person.
yeah, the DC will be down for sure.
Okay. Come on, intimidate. Come on, intimidate. This is what I'm supposed to be good at.
Not gonna leave you hanging that much.
I
Just give me
mean,
a second.
Low intimidates are kind of not good because it means less information. Not good for me because it means less information, but also not good for her because the less I'm told, the more or else happens.
So what I'm hearing is that you're just going to keep rolling.
If given the chance.
Weirdly, I don't think it works that way.
I mean, you know, under the threat of getting crushed by a bear, it might work that way.
Good point.
You know,
Bears sort of open the equation.
yeah. Like if I asked you a question, you know, all scary like, and you didn't find me scary, and then I went, okay, let me unveil this giant bear I have in a cage, and maybe now you would rethink the question I just asked you. You know what I mean?
Did we lose Orion?
No,
I
I'm
think
right
we
here.
might have, at least
Oh.
in game. Okay,
Oh, there. You're back.
some refreshing going on. Either way, Ainsley looks back at you, basically lifted up to eye level, with a grimace in her teeth, and just tries to basically force a smile. Um, um, sorry.
You're
Getting
good.
getting in the headspace.
You're good. Getting in the headspace of someone who just got rotated by a bear is pretty hard to do. It's
Uh-huh.
understandable.
Hey, big guy, there's no hard feelings here, right? Look, I can't tell you anything. They don't give me anything.
God, it's a shame that my sense motive is my lowest skill.
Sure is.
I would like to try it anyways.
Feel free.
I'm gonna try it anyways. you never know. You know what I mean? You never know until you know. I mean, it's somehow better than my Intimidate, which is sad.
11. Okay. Um, with an 11, what do you gather? I mean, you're looking at the situation. You, Bear, her, seemingly terrified, small human woman. Her answer's not exactly satisfactory, but it's not exactly easy to tell if that was a lie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Big Bear, he's a former smuggler, he's an outlaw, he's probably done a lot of bad things in his life, and so he knows a method or two of dealing with people who don't want to give information. And so he's going to go back on his old, enforcer training. And because it's all telepathic, he can speak to her at the same time while doing this. And so, in her head, he's going to say, I recommend you say something useful and quick. And as he says it, he's not. I'm specifically saying he's not putting any pressure down. He's not doing anything violent. Well, I mean, it is violent, but he's not putting pressure down as he does this. But he is definitely opening his jaws and slowly wrapping his jaws around her head. Like he's opening his mouth and the top and the bottom set of teeth underneath the chin. The top set of teeth right over the head. Top of the head. There's no clamp down. There's no pressure. It's just your head is now in my mouth. And you should tell me information.
Make another intimidate.
Come on, I got a +6. Please, for the love of... I'm not... If I fail this, I'm cursed. I'm gonna say that now.
You might be.
Or if I get below a 10, I'm cursed, because I think all of my intimidates have been below 10 so far. Can I just roll one more, just to see? Like, this isn't
Go
gonna
for
be
it.
a real
It's
roll.
gonna be like 17.
You bitch!
What can I say?
Oh my god. That wasn't to you, that was to the dice.
I wouldn't have been surprised. Okay. A 10. You've upped the ante by 1. And looking at the encroaching jaws, she goes, I'm just a representative for Ichihara Holdings, all right?
I'm not even gonna bother doing another sense motive. Or maybe I should.
Hmm?
I mean, what's the harm, right? Rolling low? I mean, we know that she's already a representative, but I guess this sense motive would be is there, is there something in her saying that is, off? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. My rolls, dude. Ugh. I just keep upping the ante by 1. What's happening?
Sense motive of 12. You're starting to get a better read on her. You're learning her psyche. Um
At least I hit good.
That's true. You I think with the 12, you could still tell that, I mean, that was the truth. Potentially not the whole truth, but it was truth enough to get your jaws away from her head.
Yeah.
Um, it's possible there's more information, but also you're really she's slippery. Her uh character is just slippery to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Alright, I'll, unhinge the jaws, no more jaws of unlife around her head, and say, this conversation not over. And I will, not throw her, but I will, like, put her underneath my arm, like carrying her underneath my arm like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I will pick up the pens, the receipt, and her notepad, or her data pad, and I will walk out of the room and towards the hover cart.
Orion, while that's happening, what are you up to? I think I heard what you were doing, but I'll just double check.
Working on as inconspicuously as the two of us can. We're working together with, I guess the drone would probably be helping too, to get Sorial into the cart and comfortable while she is unconscious. How tall is Sorial again?
I'm freakishly tall. I'm like 6'7" or something like that.
Yeah, and Orion isn't that big, and yeah. So the the three of us are struggling, and it's
Should be
very funny to
fine.
watch.
It should be fine. I believe in you.
It probably took the entirety of that interrogation just to get her in the cart.
And you probably are just like dropping my head and shit.
Yeah, not helping.
No. But it's okay. I'll understand.
But even without a biology, Orion is panting. Whew, as we finish.
I lied.
As
She's only 6 feet.
that's still like double Orion's height, and I
Yeah.
assume it's double.
Quadruple.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We will head. I guess I will probably go check on Big Bear at that point.
I know what Big Bear said, but I like to imagine that he is dragging Ainsley by the ankle across the floor.
Honestly, that's good.
Through my blood.
That probably fits a lot better, letting her see the carnage. But then maybe when we're outside, I throw her up like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm picturing
good
a
timing.
bear throwing up a child. It's
Mhm.
fine.
It's how we procreate, actually.
We need to have a talk later, son.
But yeah, you see Big Bear dragging Ainsley out.
Orion and Spoog will just see some wide eyes on Ainsley, just almost letting this happen.
I take it
Obviously,
less than compliant, Big Bear.
This conversation will continue back at ship.
It's getting pretty incriminating, Big Bear. Do we have a way of making sure she doesn't scream on the drive?
I will full bear palm over her face.
That'll probably do it.
And then get into the cart with everyone.
You, as the bear pulp goes around, you see the surprise on her face at having the bare hand across the lower half of her face, and then her eyes sink and she furls her brows and she looks out at you, Orion.
Can't be too careful, sweets. We ready to go?
Let us get back to ship as soon as possible.
Orion will kick their feet up next to the drone and tell it to go.
You do so, and Toad obliges. You make your way outside and traverse your way back to the landing zone, basically. So let's see, where would we be? Be there. Maybe there.
Did we give the cargo to the other company, or we just agreed to sell it to them?
I believe you already delivered.
Okay.
Our trailer is back behind their place that we should
Right.
pick up before we go all the way back to the ship. But yeah, it's a done deal.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have done that. That's fine.
Okay, and then at some point we would definitely want to return to them to say, hey, your guys are good.
I mean, assuming there's no retaliation for this.
Yeah, I don't think that we solved any problems yet.
Well, we solved the base problem. The most immediate issue.
Did we though?
You're unconscious.
Yes, I am.
I'll bring her into the ship. My two things I'm going to do are I'm bringing her into a ship and I'm like throwing her into a random room and then locking the door from the outside, assuming we have outdoor locks or some sort of form of lock. And if we don't have locks, I'm throwing her in a room and then putting a chair in front of the door. And then I'll go back outside, grab Soriall, and bring her into the ship and like place her down into a bed. So Big Bear would probably tell Orion, just leave her here, I will come back. As I bring Ainsley inside.
Yes. Okay, so Soriall gets a bed. Ainsley gets locked somewhere. Where would I'll bring you to the
Ship mount.
Yeah. So that we can sort this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I assume we don't have a brig on this ship somewhere.
No. No, you don't have a brig.
Yet.
I mean, when I bring you back, I can remind you of one thing that you have. So let's pull this. Number 4.
Yeah, the smuggler compartment.
It's up to you entirely where you would stash Ainsley.
I was gonna throw
Isn't
her.
that just a hole in the floor?
Yeah, it's like a little hatch in the floor that we can cover up. I was gonna throw her in a bathroom.
Hmm?
Like, chuck her in there and then just bar the door with either an object and or my physical being.
Right.
Can't we just
Okay.
like chain her somewhere in the cargo hold?
But then she has more freedom.
Big Bear chose bathroom.
I guess now we don't have to worry about emptying her bedpan. Yeah.
And she has less freedom to move and possibly escape. Before we question her more. Before someone who can roll higher than a 10 can question her more.
Plus,
You seem very set on not liking this lady.
You can actually block 2 doors.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I do not like one who screw us.
You said she was just working on behalf of someone else, right?
Well, I don't like her attitude.
I get that. It just kind of... I don't know anything. It feels like she's just a pawn.
Sure, but she will lead us to boss. And I got this, and I will take the data pad out of my pocket. And I'll hand it to Orion. Perhaps you can read her secrets.
Yes, I am great at that. I'll try to hack it.
Okay.
I assume that's some kind of skill check.
Oh.
Probably computers, right?
Yes, that would be a computer. Sorry, I was hiccuping. How dare I hiccup?
Total of 16.
Total 16. Okay, so skills. Hack system. You can use computers to hack a computer system to which you don't already have access. Typically takes 1 full action per tier of the computer system. You can cut time in half every 5, by which you increase the DC. You're not rushing. If you succeeded the check, you gain access to any part of the computer that is not behind a firewall. Okay. So okay. So you got a 16, which is plenty enough to worm your way into her tablet.
First thing that I'm mainly looking for is any correspondence with any uppers.
Yeah. You do look for that in chats and in like email type things and such. It all seems very corporate.
God, I hate space WhatsApp.
um, Occasionally, you will see initials of varying lengths, different naming conventions. But for the most part, all of the correspondence just end up being like nameless executive, nameless manager, nameless. Like it's always, ooh, the company has you doing this, and the company wants you to do that. It's honestly kind of frustrating.
So Orion has a background in overly corporate nonsense. Is there a way that I could figure out at what tier this individual is in the corporate ladder? Like how many people above her were there?
Find that org chart.
Oh God, above her, several. There's, checking things off. There's an easy 6 layers above her, possible more.
All right, well, Bear, the good news is also the bad news. Good news is you beat up close to nobody. Bad news is she's a near nobody.
She doesn't hear that, but Bear, from behind the bathroom door, you can hear pounding and just like a muffled you better let me out. This'll end badly for you. Why do you not have nameplate? Get your nameplate.
I don't know. I don't see anyone's nameplate.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't either. Just my own.
Oh. Sure.
I'll say to Orion, are you able to see how high things go? What do we know?
I mean, not much. Everyone uses stupid like security. They're intentionally being vague with their usernames. Best case scenario, we've got I don't know, half a dozen steps to jump up the ladder to get to any real import.
I also have this if you want to look at it, and I'll pull out the receipt and hand it over to Orion as well.
Can I make much sense of it?
You can indeed make much sense of it because there is very little to make sense of. It's genuinely pretty sure that's what she got for lunch and extra treats. It's from it's from a convenience store that has gas. It's fastened expedition.
How much did she spend? Because if it was a lot, maybe we can follow the money. Follow the money, follow the receipt, see where it leads into the data pad.
It's really not. Maybe the prices are a little exuberant, but But it's not an insane amount. I mean, she did just get herself some food to eat.
This does bring up a very important question, though. Does her data pad have a digital wallet on it? Can I take her credits?
That's such an amazing question. Steal her crypto.
You can.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
No shit.
Hmm.
I mean, we all have our credit chips under our skin at this point, right?
Um, you do find the cred wallet. But it seems to have some extra identification. If you want to do this yourself, you're going to need to gain root access.
Completely reasonable. Her body is still alive in our possession.
Speaking of Big Bear, would you mind giving me a perception check?
I would love to.
I mean, not speaking of.
10.
I just generally want a
can't
perception check.
Roll above a 10. I'm cursed? I'm cursed.
You'll get your swing back, I'm sure.
Does that do me anything?
I'm taking a look. Because there are some pretty basic things you can still succeed with a 10. Um, okay. Yeah, Big Bear.
That's my
Because
name.
you are the only local creature.
Very intrigued. Oh, is it the whisper I'm getting?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can I say to, Orion, and I know the player isn't here, but Spoog as well, to both come to me, please?
Spoog
Yeah,
would.
Sorry, no result.
It's okay. Spoog would nervously approach the situation, pulling out his weapon,
Yes.
standing on the bed.
And I will say for Orion and Spook, just keep your weapons trained on door, please.
Of the bathroom?
Yes.
They'll very slowly pull their laser pistol out. Is she okay?
We are going to find out. And I will open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and you see before you, not only Ainsley, but a new, and an extra, creature within your stall.
What
This-
the shit, indeed?
All players.
What
In
the
front-
Ew.
Why?
In between, or on the other side of Ainsley, who is not looking at you, is a fleshy, scaly, partially incorporeal creature, similar to some that you saw floating around the hive market. The Kulan will look at you, and I will bring up the turn order. The Kulan will look at you, and just says, "Justice will be delivered." And I need everyone to make a, well, not quite everyone. Sorry, Soriall. I need everyone to
Initiative?
make an initiative check.
14.1.
There. I got to exactly one new music.
Love it. And this fits this creepy fuck.
It does. And then Spoog also gets a turn. I can just roll on his sheet. I don't know why I'm making it complicated for myself. There's initiative. Okay. That is everyone. Now I need those two.
God, what a freak, dude. Starfinder's freaky.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This also is not what I pictured floating, so it's kind of gross to get an actual image.
It's pretty gross, yeah.
Like an undead-looking fish man with cyborg eyes.
Pretty much. Also, I think I can boost this up at least a little bit.
God, this is banger music. What the hell?
I'm glad it was royalty free. Anyway, Orion.
Yeah.
You see Ainsley almost spilling out of the door as Big Bear pulls it open. Still in her square, but you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just heard a creepy voice, right? That was audible.
Pretty much.
If
I can-
speaking as a free action, could I have been like, can I say like, monster in the bathroom?
I'd give that to you. You'd think that.
Mm-hmm. So you do get that, Orion, monster in the bathroom from Big Bear.
Yeah, gross.
Big
Can
Bear
I
is never going to
push-
trust bathrooms again.
Can I push past Big Bear? And get in that corner back here?
I mean, that's mostly dependent on Big Bear's attitude towards this, but probably yes.
I will allow Orion. I'm not gonna stop them from getting closer.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stop it from getting closer, but I won't stop my allies from getting closer.
Okay. And I feel like I should clarify, it's got a spacey environment, but you are still very much on the ground in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Right. Real fast, you said this is kind of an incorporeal thing. I don't see any walls or holes in the wall or anything.
Yeah. You do not see any entrances that would be obvious.
Gross. Orion pushes past behind Big Bear, pops out, and immediately sneers. Ugh. Fucking get out of my ship, Nosferatu. Unloads at it.
Okay.
I fixed my attack rolls, so I'm officially rolling the right numbers.
Oh,
We're
good, good,
officially
good.
getting good rolls.
It
Love
was
to hear
plus
it.
1 that I was missing, but we'll take it.
Listen, a +1 is a huge difference between last session and now. Are you serious?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm not gonna jinx it. 4 damage. If a 17 hits it, hopefully.
A 17 will hit energy armor class, and that is a fire weapon. And with a fire weapon, it does almost no damage to it. You hit, and it shrugs it off so easily. Make me, which one would it be? Unless you can convince me of another one, make me a life science check. For free.
Life science? Okay, I'm fine.
Would I be able to join in on this if I'm also viewing what just happened?
Sure.
That is a 27.
I got a
27.
16.
16, that's not bad at all. Both of them. Okay. Yeah, both of you would know. That looks like some compounded immunities. Fire is not gonna work very well on this guy. For Orion, you... Oh my gosh, that's true. It actually does no damage at all. Your fire blast, your laser. So Big Bear, you very much pick up that immune to fire. Orion, on the other side. Maybe the logical extension of that is a vulnerability to some other kind of damage. Perhaps cold. But as you have... Oh, sorry.
Because of the like aquatic nature of it, is what I'm feeling, or the ephemeral nature of it.
Kind of a combination of everything: the aquatic nature, the etherealness, and the ability to quite literally entirely shrug off all fire damage.
Right.
Back to this one's turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll
yes.
quickly be, okay, fire bad, maybe opposite is good?
Back to the Kalan. And you hear Ainsley just swearing up a storm, watching this happen. They take another claw to Ainsley. And bye-bye Ainsley. She drops to the floor.
Oh, had it actively been trying to kill Ainsley that whole time?
Well, Ainsley was incredibly hurt before. I apologize, that should have been visible to you.
I don't think it would have changed what I did, but...
Okay, well...
I did open the door to see her bleeding. Already.
You did. This is my GM cheat sheet because I don't want all of your stuff to be visible while you're on the ship, because there's usually no need for it. But here's this, so you know what your stats are.
Ah, wonderful.
He would then... the Kalan turns his gaze towards the two of you. He turns to you, looks towards you, and almost as if it was like a directive of some kind, just mutters under his breath, "Thus is justice delivered," before looking menacingly towards the two of you. Spoog is just gonna say, back up, we'll get more shots at him. And he readies a single shot at the creature as it, if it exits the room.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bear.
I will do, the Squid Game. I've played these games before, and tell the others, I know the rules. And I will say to the creature, justice is not yet delivered. Why don't you go find the others and leave us alone? And I will slam the door shut.
Incredible.
And that's my turn. I'm telling it, listen, your job ain't done. Go find the others behind this, and then shut the door.
Orion.
Oh, my. I would like to walk away from the creepy thing. I will switch to my knife, not that it will be helpful. But then I will cower on the other side of the room. Maybe it'll come through the wall. I will ready a knife strike if it happens to get within reach of me.
Understood. Actually, yeah, Spoog has a much wider reaction range than just the door. You can see him like turning around and looking at all sides. Back to the Kalan.
I mean, I didn't really do anything on my turn, so could I go back and say I would ready like a defensive claw strike if it does try coming at us?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Um, so the Kalan vanishes from your point of view, and then rises again through the floor. And I guess is gonna take a strike at... Who would I take a strike at?
We had like 3 ready things.
Oh, you certainly do. I'll take a strike at Orion. The 3 of you take your readied attacks.
I can't get above a 10, bro.
And then Orion, I don't know if you want to slice at him.
I try.
You try. Try you do. All of those will fail. And Orion, this next claw comes for you. Does an 18 hit?
I believe so.
Okay.
My
Sorry.
KAC?
Yes, kinetic.
I'm looking. There it is. Yes, it's a 15.
Okay. You take 5 slashing damage off of your stamina first, as a reminder.
I have
Which,
no more stamina.
yeah. But that is its turn, bringing it to Spoog. He's gonna call out, "Wait!" and draw the Kalan's attention. And then he'll, like, hold his hands up. And he's gonna say, "You're only here to enact justice, aren't you? You need to take 2 lives because of the 2 lives we took. Can you accept lives in service?" And the Kalan will stand down and tilt its head. Big Bear and Orion, would you do anything at this point?
Yeah, 1 second. I get where this is going. I understand it. But Big Bear would, I'm not going to do it in the accent, but he would go through, try and, like, diplomacy, like, this is injustice. We didn't steal from anyone. They tried stealing from us and screwing us over. We were merely defending our business as is the law of the hive market. You took your justice on the person who tried screwing us. Now you're just being a dick. Go find the other people who tried screwing us.
I would really like you to try and condense that down. That's a bit long.
We're just defending our interests. They tried screwing us. That's the law of the hive market. This is no justice.
Okay, go ahead and make a diplomacy.
Okay.
Orion is actively crawling away.
20.
We're merely defending interests. They try stealing from us. We live by the law of the hive market.
With a DC 19.
Not to screw over your writing out Spoog, but it's what I was planning on doing anyways. I was going to try and diplomacy this sucker.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Indifferent. I was gonna make him hostile, but he's not really hostile. He's indifferent. He will turn to you and say, "You know not of the laws of this city. You must set aside your petty quarrels." And then he holds out an arm towards Ainsley and says, "Justice was delivered." And then he turns back to Spoog. And then Orion, you yourself are pulling back.
I'm letting them talk it out. I'm getting away.
As it stands, you have the capacity to continue combat. Otherwise, I will pull us out of combat and have this simply be roleplay.
I can't go through a prolonged fight, and my intentions were to try and talk this out anyways.
Okay. That works for me. Enough of that new music stuff. Spoog will call Toad over. And Spoog will just, And justice will be delivered if we pay up, right? And the Kulan will return. Indeed. Spoog will look around at Orion and Big Bear.
This is group decision. Why not come back in one day? We have no intent on leaving.
I will not return. You may discuss.
Little Goblin, is this really something you wish to do?
Nah, not really, but I've toughed it out on Acton before. And you all are, weirdly enough, good people, I think.
I know you're role playing for the missing player, but I have to ask anyways. Does Spoog seem very intent on this? Like, is this a no talking him out of it?
Oh, well,
Am I looking at the eyes of a determined goblin?
the problem is you're not looking at the eyes of a determined goblin, but Spoog has had the information that Kalan justice occurs within the hive market since you got here, and he participated in the Shabad murder because unfortunately they didn't attack you first. And so he really doesn't necessarily want to. He's not that determined. But also, this is effectively, unless you can take down this Kalan, it's the only non-violent option.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to argue the technicalities of the no stealing without a proper deal rule, because they were trying to steal / screw us over and there wasn't a proper deal in place.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to look to Orion. I'm gonna look to Orion. Big Bear gives you a look, Orion, of like, you're smarter than me. What do we do here?
Orion gives a worried look. Has the thing left yet?
It's waiting for us to finish. It's waiting for us to give an answer.
It is in the corner. If you shift around the room, you would notice that the Kalan just stays there. So, like, this conversation doesn't have to happen in the bedroom, but the Kalan is not leaving your ship. Or, rather, would follow you around.
Right. I don't like it. Orion is seemingly on board with anything to get it away. They have been severely hurt multiple times in the past day and is already again near death's door.
I've known Orion longer than I've known Spoog, but I'll still go to Spoog and like put a giant bear paw on his shoulder and say, if this is what you want, I take no pleasure in it, but we will come back for you.
If I don't come for you first, keep an eye on the skies.
Big Bear will nod his head.
It's a pleasure, Spoog.
We will make sure you have cut of money when we are back.
You better count on that. And then Spoog will step up and kind of like shake himself off and say to the Kalan, 2 lives for 2 lives, right? The Kalan will nod slowly. Well, here's your 2 lives. And he will pull Toad up with him. And the Kalan will then say, in repetition, because it seems to have very simple functioning, thus is justice delivered. Unless you wish to suffer further, set aside your petty quarrels and obey the laws of this city. Once again. And then, because Spoog and Toad are not incorporeal, he would walk alongside the 2 of them headed out into the hive market for whatever service or purpose.
Mhm. Big Bear would watch the entire thing. You know, he's gonna walk with them.
Of course.
Someone's gotta lower the ramp and raise it
Right,
again.
right. And as you do, the conflict has ended. With an acceptable offer. Spoog is temporarily not within your purview, and it is simply the three of you, as well as no, he would carry Ainsley with him. I guess unless you guys would like an Ainsley body.
No, I mean, I was gonna leave her there anyways. Until morning.
Okay. So they disappear into the hive market.
That was close.
Yeah, Big Bear will walk back. Perhaps we get rest now.
You think he's gonna be okay?
He is scrappy Goblin. I am sure he will be fine. We need new pilot for cargo lift now, though.
I mean, I could drive this whole time, but I didn't have to.
Let us get some sleep, Orion. We have some explaining to do in the morning. And he'll look towards Soriall in the bed.
Oh,
Right.
shit. Well, as you sit before taking an actual mechanical long rest, or whatever it's called, I think it's a little different. Not the point. You consider your situation. You've paid your quote-unquote legal due to the hive market, and you've offloaded your cargo with half of the desired credits. Runo was depending on this sale to pay for his retirement, as he hands his business off to his daughter, and he is expecting half of the credits of the sale. EdgeCorp, however, has profit goals and also expects half of the credit. You could pay Runo and none to EdgeCorp, or you could pay EdgeCorp and none to Runo.
This is gonna sound so, so not right, but remind me, who the hell's Runo?
Runo Pratt, the guy that you got all the yarrow berries from.
Right. The guy with the one stalk.
The guy with the one stock.
Okay. This is a decision that is probably for Soriall to handle.
Yes, absolutely. And you are able to rest.
And Big Bear does something unique. He does not sleep in his own bed, but rather like a giant dog or cat finds himself on the floor, like next to Sorial's bed. He is protecting the remaining people of the ship.
Aww.
Seeing Big Bear set up over there, Orion will move their pillow to that room.
And power down on the pillow. It's funny because you could just have like a pillow on a desk.
Like I said,
Yeah, it's
there's a little
literally
desk
like
right
a
here.
foot wide circular pillow.
That's so funny.
It's one of
Okay.
those electric
So-
pillows that heat up and.
You take your minimum 8 hours, and it's. I mean, you kind of rest for a good portion of the day before actually getting to, sleep. Um, um, so, depending, are you searching for 24 hours of rest?
I was gonna say we're not necessarily in a rush anymore, right? So I was gonna say, what's the harm in just a full 24? Just
Okay.
hibernate for the day.
Yep. So, a day later, all of you would have all of your stamina points back. A day later, you would also have 2 HP per character level, which you are still level 1, plus your Constitution modifier, a minimum of 0. So you're not gonna like lose hit points from it.
Okay, and our resolve.
Yeah, I am checking the resolve. Oh, resolve. I'll get this eventually. I should make myself a cheat sheet.
Listen, it's only session
And
5,
if you do share it, and if you do share it with us,
Mm-hmm. I
so that we can get it
guarantee.
too.
I guarantee. We still won't have a majority of things figured out even by like session 50. So you're fine.
Probably.
Like, what's that do again? What's a stamina point? It's session 100. What do you mean, what's a stamina point? I don't know. Heat of the moment.
You laugh. That'll be me.
Spending and regaining resolve point. Okay. Up to once per day, characters can regain any spent resolve points by getting a full 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. So resolve is treated like stamina.
Okay, so we get our resolve back.
You get all your resolve back, you get all your stamina back, you do not get all of your health back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we get 2 hit points back, and plus
Because-
our con.
Yes, because you took 24 hours of rough bed rest. It says bed rest, but I don't mind if you do light activities.
It'll be bed rest for me.
Yeah, it'll be 2 hit points plus your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Big Bear's not doing anything special. He's just hibernating, so whenever Soriall wakes up, there's just a bear at her bedside.
Plus your Constitution
Plus the
modifier to a
Constitution
minimum
modifier. I'm sorry.
to a minimum of 0, so you don't lose anything from that,
Which is good.
which is very good.
Indeed.
Otherwise, I would.
Would be very funny if you regain health and then you're unconscious again because you're negative modifiers.
Exactly, and that's why we can't do that. So, Soriall, you wake to see some new guests in your room.
I think Soriall goes to sit up and then just lays back down Goes, oh, what happened?
As a reminder, this is Runo.
Indeed. And
Okay.
and Big Bear is in full like hibernation sleep next to your bed, Soriall. You know, he has the paws crossed over one another, his giant head on top of the paws.
Aw.
It is full hibernation bear sleep.
Orion, what does it look like when you're powered down?
It's just their servo core in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of their body is just like an illusion, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Right,
So
right.
there's just a presented silver round core just sitting on it.
Right, so Sorial's gonna say out loud, just to get both of you at once. Boys, wake up.
Bit by bit, little strands will grow out, and Orion will stand themselves up.
Sorial's like shifted so that she's like up on her elbows and looks at you and says, what happened?
Yeah, you got conked by that guard pretty hard. We had a lot of decisions that were made while you napped.
Napped. Uh-huh. So,
Yeah.
give me the rundown.
Well,
can
first,
just
Big
info
Bear
dump.
kidnapped the lady after trying to sit on her. She wasn't very compliant, so we locked her in the bathroom. While we were discussing how to steal her money, a ghost fish came in and killed her and then threatened to kill us. But then Spoog offered up his services.
And
so
Spoog.
Spoog is gone.
Sorial's just thinking, am I actually awake yet? Because that makes so little sense. Okay, wait.
Yes,
we
you
kidnapped
are
Ainsley?
unfortunately awake. I took
I
her
mean-
back to the ship so we could question her further.
Sorial, give me an intelligence check. You know what for.
Grunt worker. Like, yes, I do. The grunt worker, like, who probably has even lower status than we do, that Ainsley?
Yes, you've got it.
13. Okay. Sorial, you might be able to convince yourself that you're looking in the wrong when.
Yeah.
But,
Surely this is
surely.
the wrong when. It has to be the wrong when, because you guys wouldn't do that.
You clearly don't know me.
Oh, two different approaches.
Okay. Oh my god. How long have I been out?
A day.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. Has there been any messages?
Oh, that's a good point. Let me see.
I don't know, I just woke up too. Let's go check together.
Oh god, I don't want to get up.
You don't
Sorial,
have to.
like, tries to get up out of bed and just falls on Bear.
It was a long day.
There are currently no new messages.
That's both good and bad. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, I'm surprised that nobody came after the ship, you guys. Did we find out anything at all?
We confirmed that she is a low-ranking grunt.
Haha, yeah.
And that
Color me surprised.
her boss is communicate in mystery. We have her data pad.
Oh, did you get into it, Orion?
Yep.
Give it.
I forget, did you try to go for root access already?
No, the ghost thing showed up and I went to bed.
Oh, right, okay. My bad. Go ahead and make your computer check now.
That'd be great.
Can I assist?
This would have been in the past. You'll
Oh,
probably be
you're
able
right,
to
you're right.
you'll be able to assist if there is a need for it.
That is a natural 1 for a total of 9.
Ooh, you found some firewalls that the tablet forgot about. Okay, so you bring up that you were not able to get root access and were not able to transfer funds, as it were.
I got really close, which is also a lie.
Okay, let me see what you already got. I would like to look at the corporation bullshit.
Okay.
And what I am looking for is, does any of this, I know everybody's being, having online handles and whatnot, but are any of these familiar to me from the previous corporation I worked for?
In whispers, would you remind me exactly what Oh, yeah, because that's background stuff.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
If you would
Pull it
mind,
up
just
real
because
quick.
I would love to see the exact.
No, it's all good. All good. Hang on. It was in the manual. Hopefully, I wrote it down in my backstory. Let me see. I think I did. Abadar Corp.
Abadar. Okay. No.
Okay.
None of these monikers seem familiar. It's pretty safe to say, at the very least, she wasn't lying about it being Ichihara Corp. Ichihara
Mhm.
Holdings, I should say.
Right. But probably that's just like one of the little branches on a great big old corporation tree.
Possibly.
Okay.
To be clear, Ichihara Holdings is a relatively well-known Akatonian corporation.
Okay. So basically, this girl was a grunt, a floor worker for Ichihara, and that means we now have Ichihara on our asses. And I'm surprised they didn't come shake down the ship. I think we need to get out of here.
That makes sense.
Well, worst case scenario, I will keep the two of you protected. I may not have been able to protect Spoog, but if either of you decide to go on and give yourself up to someone, I will kill you first.
Well, it would not take you very much from how I feel to kill me right now.
Yes, well, I will keep you protected first. No one else leaves this ship on my watch.
If I were in a bad mood from almost dying, Big Bear, I might ask the universe how it was that I did almost die when you were there. You know what? I'm not going to be petty. Let's get out of here.
That is fine. I can be petty, considering I said starting now, and he will walk away.
Incredible. Well, as you approach the computer console, Orion and Soriall, are you chilling in the bedroom and leaving Big Bear to lift off the ship?
I will go fly the ship.
Yeah, I'm walking in here hoping they follow me.
I'm gonna go look for the equivalent of space coffee.
Which you would have in your kitchenette.
There we go, through the door.
I'll just shout back. Also, Sorial, you need to make decision where we send money to.
Oh, God. Well, it's a team decision.
Yes, and I'm sure you were listening before, but I can, of course, explain the situation again.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay.
We can either help the one man or pay the company we've indebted our lives to.
Yeah, I think it would be good for us to get to high altitude and then decide what we're gonna do.
And look at Orion and say, Orion, all you.
Oh God, I don't know. They all seem like bad options.
I meant fly the ship.
We'll fly a ship because I don't want to die.
Okay, so you get the ship started, and you start up the engines, and they rev to life, and get stronger and stronger. You can see the dust billowing away from your spot as you rise up into the air, and then the pulse engines push you forward from your initial stationary point, and you start coasting up towards the surface of the atmosphere. Go ahead and roll a 1d2 for me.
Who's rolling?
Anyone?
I say let it be the pilot.
That too.
Yeah, I was looking for a 1d2.
Flip that coin.
Is it in the dice roller?
No.
I don't think it is. It only goes down to 4.
Okay. Rounded d4 it is. 2!
2. In your state of dealing with the situation and not quite heartiness back with your 3 HP.
Oh, it is 6. It didn't update.
6 HP. Still.
Still not great.
Pretty good. Not great. It takes you a whole 2 hours to navigate to the surface of the atmosphere. But you are in space, in orbit around Akaton.
Well, since we're up here, where are we flying to? I mean, do we have to fly to give them the money they're asking for? Probably not.
You do not, because it's digital currency.
So, the question again. Do we help one single person, or do we send money to company?
Or do we split it and have them both equally as mad at us? But with one of the entities being responsible for our employment.
Are we going rogue?
Well, I think if we go fully rogue, that kills any idea of potentially getting Spoog back, personally.
Yeah, it didn't sound good coming out of my mouth. I'm glad you said something.
I'm not against it, Orion, but I've done it once before, and it didn't land me in a good position.
Either, come to think of it. But Soriall is just going to concentrate for a minute. She's just welcoming in her senses that she usually tries to tamp down. She's
Okay.
trying to figure out the best route of 4 choices.
Okay.
Help the dude's retirement, pay the corporation, split it, or go rogue.
Well,
I don't know
this will be
if
a
there's
high.
even a role for this.
This will be a relatively high DC, but I can give you a cognition
Sorry,
to
you
sort
cut
of.
out.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You can give me a what?
I can give you a cognition save or a cognition check.
Okay.
If that's the route you want to go, because
Yeah.
based on you attuning to your senses,
Yep.
it'll be a relatively high DC though.
That's fine, but this is what she's feeling compelled to do at this moment.
Okay. So go ahead and make that intelligence check. $13.
Eh.
Okay, same as before. I'll give you a bonus of like +2 just because you are welcoming those senses, so we'll put it at a 15. It's still not super clear. It's unfortunate that your precognitive abilities are not stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we'll have to revisit that in the future, but it seems like there is certainly a constant of disapproval. And one thing for sure is clear is that and it flashes into your mind jarringly. Going rogue is almost certainly your worst option here. Unfortunately, someone at least is going to have to get the short end of the stick.
Yeah. Along with us, because we're getting the short end either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so Soriall is remembering the trouble that she got into in her previous job because she did not read the situation right. And it does very much seem clear that going rogue is a real bad option, at least right now. And her mother is already very disappointed about what happened back in the other corporation. So I think Soriall is feeling some self-preservation here. And, you know, she almost died. Let us not forget. So she says, we can vote on it, as we always do. My vote is to pay EdgeCorp.
This would be easier if there were 4 of us, but unfortunately, for whatever you choose, Orion, I also vote to pay EdgeCorp.
I mean, it's unanimous then. I feel bad for that guy, but what are we gonna do? We can't have two entire fleets against us, you know?
I can live with one company against us.
You would find it odd, though, because corporate justice is delivered swift and usually using, let's just say, militarized force. And you were, by all accounts, entirely unaccosted for a whole 24 hours. No messages, no knockings, no
No
shoot, what's it
disturbances
called?
at all, right?
No space boots for your space car. So that does feel a little weird if Ichihara Holdings is coming after you.
Maybe taking out the small grunts ruined their operations. It was a new shop after all.
One little shop would not have ruined their operations. That's like saying if people killed all three of us, then EdgeCorp is going down.
Well, I mean it in the sense of it was a new shop on the planet. We may have disrupted something.
For a little
Or
while.
it's the opposite. We didn't make a big enough ripple for them to care.
It could go either way. I don't like it. I don't like screwing over that poor old man. Maybe my mother can do something for him.
He won't be the only one out there who gets screwed by big company, and he won't be the last.
Speaking of which, June, would there have been any safeguards in the contract for him if we screwed up?
You can take a double check at that, but not that you recall.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess that I will make the transfer if we're all agreed.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll...
I will attempt to write this in some way in a report that will not get us all blown out of the sky.
Maybe one day when you are nice and rich, Soriall, you can pay the man back.
I do have that in mind. I'm also going to message my mother, although I can't do that every single time something goes wrong. So Soriall's going to take some time and try to write up a report for Tarika. Casting this in as innocuous a way as possible. And emphasizing very heavily the parts where it wasn't our fault.
Right.
And how we were actually clever and managed to at least offload the product for some of the funds, despite heavy opposition from Ichihara. We did that. That's the thing that we did. It could have been zero. It was not.
And this is for Tarika, or is this for EdgeCorp?
Well, what is our usual procedure? Do we always just, run everything through Tarika? Is that just like the corporate ladder that we file with her, or do I have to do it in triplicate?
I suppose
Either makes sense.
that does make sense. Well, the report would certainly go through to Tarika.
Okay.
The payment itself, EdgeCorp is happy enough to accept immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you do that, you see an obnoxious and very corporate art style-y jingle play as you swipe away all of the credits, and it shows a goofy thumbs up and a good job with an exclamation point.
And I just want to throw my data pad on the floor. I don't. It's company property.
But you want to. You're thinking about it real hard.
I'll
I'm
hand
thinking about it so hard.
I'll hand Soriall Ainsley's data pad.
I want to keep this one intact too. It still might come in handy. Maybe we can try a little harder to break into it.
Okay.
So what now?
I don't know. We wait to hear from Tarika, I guess.
Actually, as a reminder, you were instructed to meet back after the job is done on Absalom Station.
Oh, yikes.
Well, I guess Absalom.
I guess.
Soriall starts thinking about how she can disguise herself. And that is kind of the whole thrust of the report of how well we managed to do despite this opposition from Ichihara.
Right.
Who obviously have it out for Edge Corp. And now that we have discovered that, look how good we did in finding this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess we head out.
Okay. You head out. Would you like to plot a course for Absalom Station?
One would
Yes,
hope.
absolutely.
I will assist you, Orion.
Okay. So, Orion. Actually, hold on.
What is your piloting?
That is +7.
Okay. Good. I'm at 6, so we should not be a problem. Famous last words.
Okay. So, whoever is aiding, go ahead and roll your own piloting check. I believe the DC is 10 to administer that aid.
How's that?
Plenty good. Orion, go ahead and add 2 to your check.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
We'll just math
Yeah,
it
we'll
out.
just do it. Yeah, after. I was looking for a button. 21.
I'm a math person. 21. Okay, you plot a easy and safe course through the drift. If I could get a D6. Sorry,
From
I think Orion. I think I cut myself out. 4. Okay. So you flash into the drift. And now you are on that alternative asymmetrical non-Euclidean style plane of existence you know as the drift. And this is quite an easy trek. It will take 4 days. However, the one special thing about Absalom Station is that it is host to the Starstone. Meaning when you're pointed the right way, there is literally a pulsing flash in the sky that directs you towards where Absalom Station would be.
So that penetrates the drift, is what you're saying?
Effectively, yes.
So it's legit like the North Star.
Yes, Absalom Station and the Starstone are the drift-based North Star.
That's kind of cool.
Nice. Okay.
Love that.
I don't know if there's anything special Big Bear would be doing in the days between. I think he would just be doing his regular duties, going around making sure everything's locked up, making sure everything's safe, and then the one big difference in attitude for Big Bear is, not corral, but if Orion is still in this room with Soriall and everything, like, Big Bear does make a point to, like, wherever the majority of the group are, when they are going to sleep, he's in the same exact room, sleeping with them.
Right. Got it.
That's pretty funny, because there's an even number of us.
Yeah.
So if Orion decides to just sleep on the bridge and Soriall goes to bed, what you gonna do?
Sleeps in the hallway to watch.
Yes, I was legit gonna say sleeps right here. Both doors open.
No, I think Soriall is napping as much as she possibly can, because damn, she almost died, you guys. This is new for her.
We did lose our engineer, so Orion would try their best to keep up the duties of maintaining the engine in that area, even though they really don't know what they're doing.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 days of travel that and also 3 days of rest. So go ahead and for your hit points, get your 2+ for 3 days. You have 1 day of travel left.
I'll basically be. I think I'm at full health.
It was
Probably
2 a day, right?
2 a day with 24 hours of relaxed rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be at full.
Same.
I'm close. Just one more. But feeling much better.
Much better. I will say, as these 3 days pass by, your ship is plagued by a few odd occurrences. Overhead lights blink on and off and then turn back to a solid on. Computer panels flicker. And Orion, praying for everything to go smooth, the power core also experiences strange fluctuations. By the end of the 3 days, it's pretty clear something is up. So I will accept an engineering check from anyone who wishes to identify what's happening.
Can I assist someone?
I do have a +8, Orion.
If you discuss, absolutely.
They'd be decent at it, but they just have no practical experience.
Right.
Just a 3, but I mean, I might be able to help you. I might as well try, right?
It ain't me.
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 is enough. You will give a +2 bonus to Orion.
I'm holding the flashlight.
Engineering.
Damn it.
26.
26, yeah.
Ignore
Look at
me.
that. Yeah. Yeah, these strange fluctuations in the power. You can feel free to ask. You can ask in DMs if you really have to. But Orion and Soriall in assistance, maybe catching up like a few seconds later after getting explained things. There, something is on the outside of the starship and is draining its power.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
Well, I can spacewalk without a suit pretty well.
Yes, but can you kill things out there
I got
by
my
yourself?
magic back. I'll just slip them off the outside.
You seem very confident.
I just, if I don't and it goes poorly, I'm not going to jinx it. It's going to go great. Do we have any better ideas?
We are not
No.
losing you to the emptiness of space, Orion.
Can
Yeah,
we
that's why I
do...
get...
Orion, can we try to do some kind of calculation about the rate at which we're losing power and whether we can make it?
That is also a great idea.
What if we do barrel roll?
I'll whip out my calculator. Are we going to make it?
Is that another piloting check?
Not quite. I would say that's also an engineering thing.
Okay.
Perhaps physical science.
Engineering makes sense. Do you want to help this time, Bear?
What's the roll?
Yes, I'm from Castrovel.
Okay. Well, what was the roll?
Engineering.
Nah, you don't want my help.
Okay, I'll give it a try. 11
Just
again.
barely.
For another decent
For
18.
An 18. This is bound to be a problem. If you do make it at all, it'll cut off some major portions of your power, potentially even preventing you from jumping back to the material plane.
Right.
I will let you know, as a team, that the science officer in particular, the science officer station, is capable of analyzing the ship and things around and inside the ship, so that is an option available to you that I give you because we are all in the system.
Okay, so that would give us... Are you saying that... So are you saying that that would potentially give us more information if I did that?
It would. Perhaps not everything, but
Okay.
It would lead you in the direction of figuring out how to deal with whatever's happening.
Okay. What I would like to do is use the science station with everybody's input and try to run some scenario. Like, is there a way... Oh, okay. What happens if we completely cut off our power while we're in the drift? Do we die?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, next option.
What if we can we break through the drift wherever we currently are, shut off power, and then when the thing's gone, we just go again?
Yeah, because you see what I'm going after. If we make
Yeah.
ourselves
If we
not tasty anymore.
Yeah, if we shut off our power, there's nothing to eat. So is that a
Right.
possibility? We just exit the drift in this random ass location wherever it spits us out, and then shut down, hope it leaves, and then continue our journey?
These are the type of scenarios I want to be running. Or like, what can we shut down on the ship that will help conserve power and maybe get us there and allow us to make the jump, just all those kinds of things. Just frantically running scenarios.
Well, it could be possible to shut your power down. It would also be a bit dangerous to do that, not only in the sense that your, life operations are down, but also that fully pulling the energy source away from the system is hazardous,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least.
Right. So what about the scenario that Pi proposed? What happens if we just don't stay on our plotted course and drop out of the drift, just right where we are?
Well, that would make your journey longer, even if you jumped back into the drift.
Mm-hmm.
You're also not sure how different material space is from the drift as far as whatever this thing is, how it's dealing, how it would... Basically, if the drift is the thing's home, you have no indication that material space would be much different.
Sure, but we would be safer shutting off power for a little bit in material space than in the drift.
That's possible.
Listen, gang, it's possible is better than you'll die here.
And we can also send out an SOS. We can send out beacons while
True.
in normal space that we can't when we're in the drift.
I will say, you were considering Orion having a spacewalk, and I just need to let you know that the armor worn by all of you does include anchoring boots, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and the environmental protections would keep you safe from the vacuum of space as well.
Okay.
So it is adequate for dealing with spacewalks for all of you, and to stay
and
firmly
also-
attached to the ship.
And also, if they're like self-contained breathing units, which I assume they are,
Mm-hmm.
we could be wearing them inside the ship for when we shut the power down completely.
Okay, so I propose an idea. We can set it to vote like always. I propose an idea. We exit the drift, shut the power off. If shutting the power off doesn't deal with it, we spacewalk.
So the question is,
pilot,
how
easy is it to just leave the drift and get back in? Like, is that a ton of power?
It is a fair bit of power to do so. It also entirely messes up your route once in the drift. The drift does so quite efficiently, so you would have to replot a new course. But it's one of those things that while it takes a lot of energy, it does own right using space alternators.
Here's one. Let me just poke at this plan, Big Bear. If we shut the power off, how are we going to know if it worked or not?
We have a lot of windows on this ship, right? Can we see the thing?
Do we have a lot of windows?
You have a fair bit of windows, not... Oh, well... You basically have the front and then, like... Actually, yeah, you only have the front. I thought that the one on the side was also a window, but that is the airlock.
That's
So
what I
it's-
figured. This is basically a tin can.
So it's not on
Yeah.
the front.
It is not visibly on the front.
Did you mention the science officer station would help us identify the thing?
The science officer
Well-
station would give you like location, size, area of attack. It basically gives you diagnostics of your ship and a bit more that it can also provide.
Yeah, let's go do that real fast before we make any decisions.
Okay. So I'm assuming the science officer will lead this.
Sure.
Who can indeed be aided. I will need a computer's check from the science officer.
Okay.
With
someone help
if
me?
if someone
think
is
I can aid
aiding,
him. Yeah.
the aid
Oh.
would go first. So DC 10 to successfully aid with a computer's yourself.
Computers
Aiding check.
do not.
18.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I add 2.
Yes, you do.
Good thing. Oh, that's crappy.
12.
Crappy.
Okay. I need to do some swift calculations to make sure I'm on point with things.
But yeah, my point is we would have to use the science station to see if it left, so we'd have to turn the power back on unless somebody was outside when we did it.
Right.
Okay. So you make note that there are 4. What is it? 4.
Tentacles.
4 small creatures, not tentacles, attached to the hull, and with the diagnostics, you can indeed tell that they are leeching away power. Anyone at this point with this knowledge, like there are small creatures attached to your ship, could make a pretty simple life science check.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It hits you all basically at the same time. These are drift leeches.
Yeah.
Small magical beasts that can absorb power and disrupt technological system.
We all
And
go,
they will
"Drift-
indeed. Yeah.
drift leeches, and we all smite our own foreheads at the same time. Yes. And then there's an audience laugh track. Sorry, go ahead.
So you know that there are 4 drift leeches aboard your ship in various locations. It seems like there's 1 below and 3 above. I will have you all plan your next move as we go to the next session.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Boy, oh boy. We have drift leeches to fight. We're Spoog down.
I would love for you to rephrase that.
I mean, I can rephrase it like Orion, our Spooge, is down. We're
That
down
was me.
That's
Spooge.
his name. I don't know what you're saying.
That was me.
We're low on Spooge.
Okay, stop. I just really
Spooge is
I
empty.
regret
Gotta wait.
everything.
Gotta wait a day.
Spooge has
I
been
regret
emptied,
everything.
and it's being leached away. Are you happy now?
I regret my life choices.
All the
Mhm.
spooge has been sucked out of the ship.
Yep. The spooge is being drained from the body of the ship as we speak.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Lovely GM, would you like to say goodbye from the spooge?
Oh, I may regret this later, but I thought up of different send off because I don't know, I want to brand myself as like a tiefling in general. Like that is what Vermilyra is. So
Do it.
by horns and hooves and tiefling tails, I'll see you all next time. Bye.